Sonic Racing CrossWorlds features tracks from Unleashed, Colors, and Riders. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was debating if I was gonna be getting this game at all, just because when it comes down to racing games, I'm a little bit of a hit or miss. Certain games I like, certain games not so much. I never got into like the Forza games or Gran Turismo or anything like that, but I did get into some of the Need for Speeds. And when it come down to Sonic, I never really got too much into them. The only one I could really say that I got into was Sonic Riders. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sonic Riders is the main reason why I wanted to even do this video, just because seeing the headline and seeing that they are gonna have some tracks featured from that game. So I figured it would be something pretty cool to get into. So we got a little video right here. We'll check this out. All it is just kind of giving some information as far as the kind of like the history of some of the Sonic games from the racing games that they had from back in the day and everything like that, leading up to Sonic CrossWorlds. So I thought it was pretty cool. So I figured it was something we can go ahead and get into and check out. And yeah, one of the things I really appreciate is the fact that they are kind of going into like the whole lifespan of Sonic and its racing. I think that's pretty cool. So I figured it was something we can go ahead and see.
There is a long history of Sonic racing games, each with their own unique mechanics and unforgettable moments. Today, I've teamed up with Sega to race through that legendary legacy leading up to the brand new Sonic Racing CrossWorlds.
And it is going to be one of those things I've been kind of debating myself personally if I am going to be getting Sonic CrossWorlds, but I don't know, man. Just because I like Sonic Riders so much, seeing that they're going to have some levels from that, it kind of does have me interested. And actually just seeing some of the gameplay and everything like that. I know it's most likely going to be just like, a kind of like a Mario Kart kind of a similar type of game, but I don't know. I like Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart's pretty cool. So I figured this might be something kind of in that same wheelhouse. So I'm kind of debating, and I'm really leaning towards the side that I think I'm going to be picking this game up whenever it does come out eventually.
Buckle up and let's hit the tracks. Starting where it all began, Sonic Drift and Sonic Drift 2 on the Game Gear. Sonic and friends geared up in colorful cars race through iconic zones inspired by the Genesis games. Precision turns and smart use of power-ups were the keys to victory.
See, just seeing the gameplay like this really does remind me of, the Mario Kart from the NES back in the day, because it does kind of have that like kind of 2D feel to it. So seeing that this is where it all kind of began for Sonic as well, I think that's actually pretty cool.
As you faced off against some of the series' classic characters. We're ditching the cars, mostly, and hitting the ground running in one of Sonic's first 3D adventures, Sonic R. Each character brings their own unique ability, like speed, glide, flight, haunting our nightmares. It's great! Racing through tracks with friends and finding shortcuts was made even better by that unforgettable soundtrack. Things are about to get extreme with the Sonic Riders series.
Let's go. Like I said, out of all of the Sonic racing games and everything like that, this is the one that I actually did play personally, and I love this game. I love it so much. I still have it on my GameCube, and I've been honestly kind of debating about streaming this on this channel if I ever get the opportunity to, just because I do have my GameCube. This is something that I have, and I do have the ability to stream. My computer currently just isn't really fit to be able to stream without it kind of being a little bit clippy and everything like that, kind of not having the best kind of graphics and all that, because it kind of it looks a little bit kind of wonky when I'm trying to actually stream and everything. So I'm hoping I can eventually do that here. But yeah, Sonic Riders is such a game that's like such a fun game that I love a lot, and I really would like to be able to have the opportunity to be able to play it on here and kind of just show how much I appreciate the game, because I think it's such a fun game personally.
Using extreme gear, Sonic and friends race on air-powered hoverboards against the Babylon Rogues, Jet the Hawk, Wave the Swallow, and Storm the Albatross in the ultimate Grand Prix.
And it is one of the things too, the fact that you are able to do it like on a hoverboard. I don't know why, just because, especially when I was younger, when the game first came out, I always thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. And the fact that you're able to kind of use like air to your advantage and everything like that, the way you are in the game, I think it's awesome. I really love this game a lot.
All while uncovering the secrets of the ancient Babylonians. Dynamic tricks, strategic pathways, and gravity-defying courses are the name of the game in this unforgettable series.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
And now, you'll be able to rematch Jet the Hawk again in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that is the first time we are seeing Jet the Hawk reprise his role in the Sonic universe. So, because I think it was just Sonic Riders, and then he never really came back from anything. because I think when this game was announced and it did show that he was going to be a playable character, it did take some people by surprise because they were able to be able to see that character again, and then as well as the other two characters that he comes with, which is pretty cool.
And it's a good thing too. I need to get revenge for the back pain they caused me the last time we raced. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing brought kart racing back in style, uniting a dream roster of Sega legends for fast-paced action across iconic tracks from classic Sega franchises.
Now, this is one of the games too. I never actually played it myself, but I remember hearing a whole bunch, like reading online and seeing like a whole bunch of people talk about it and how much they really did like this game, and it was something that they really enjoyed playing. So it was kind of bringing them kind of back to that feeling once they did see that CrossWorlds was going to be coming out. So hopefully this is one of those things that a lot of people can love and appreciate as well.
I wonder if they're going to be coming back for a rematch.
The monkey balls.
Transformed took things to the next level, with vehicles that seamlessly transform into boats and planes mid-race, and dynamic tracks that evolved with each lap. From drifting corners to nailing tricks across land, sea, and air, mastering every form was such a blast.
The way that switch is up right there.
We've got the green light ride.
When it goes from that plane to the car, I thought that actually looked pretty cool, the way they're able to kind of do that.
Mastering every form was such a blast. We've got the green light ride, and this time, Sonic isn't racing alone. Team Sonic Racing mixed things up by focusing on teamwork. Racing in squads of 3, sharing items, and slingshotting your teammates forward to build up the team ultimate boost added a fun layer of strategy without losing that Sonic Racing energy.
And I gotta say too, one of the things I really do appreciate of the fact that these Sonic Racing games is that, yeah, you can look at a lot of them and be like, oh, they're just kind of ripping off Mario Kart, altogether. But from everything we're hearing, from all this information and everything, like I said, I haven't played a lot of these games, but it does kind of seem like they did kind of go in the direction where it is similar, where you're having, Sonic characters the same way you would have like Mario characters. But they did things in a way that was different enough so that they kind of can hold their own, and they are able to have their own uniqueness, which I think is pretty cool. And I think it's awesome that they were able to actually do that with this franchise and with this genre of games. So like racing games, which is pretty cool.
That Sonic Racing energy. After racing through the past, it is time for the future, and Sonic Racing CrossWorld looks to be the most ambitious Sonic racer yet. With races across land, sea, air, and now even space and time with travel rings, every race sounds like it's going to be wild. You can race solo or as a team, build your ultimate machine, and equip powerful gadgets to match your playstyle. With a stacked roster, vibrant tracks both new and returning, as well as the return of extreme gear, yes. I can't wait to jump online with my friends, tear through dimensional stages, and see extreme gear back in action. From the early days of Drift to where we're heading with CrossWorlds, I can't wait to race through the next chapter with all of you.
And that's one of the things too, for me personally, is the fact that if you are able to actually ride the hoverboards and everything like that again, then that is definitely going to be a deciding factor for me when it comes down to being able to pick up this game again. Because you see Sonic in the car, and then, like, me personally, my first kind of thought process is like, what the hell is he doing in a car? He can just run probably faster than a lot of the vehicles and everything like that. But for some reason, when I see the hoverboards being brought back, I'm like, oh man, yep, I think I'm gonna pick it up just to be able to ride those again, because I was really hoping that there would be like a sequel to Sonic Riders or something kind of similar to it, but we never got it. So seeing that this is going to be the next best thing, this is, something that definitely has me hyped. And the fact that you can actually see some of the gameplay where you're playing with them, I think that is so cool. I think that's awesome.
Can't wait to jump online with my friends, tear through dimensional stages, and see extreme gear back in action. From the early days of Drift to where we're heading with CrossWorlds, I can't wait to race through the next chapter with all of you. I'll see you on the starting line.
Coming soon. Nice. Yeah, and that's one of the things too. So if it is going to be for PlayStation 5, more than likely that's where I'll be getting it. And I didn't see, let me just double check really quick just to see if it is going to be available on the Switch. Yeah, so Nintendo Switch. So more than likely it is going to be coming out on the Switch too as well. But if it's going to be like a fast-paced kind of game and everything like that, and then, having to go at super speeds and everything, I am going to more than likely pick it up on the PS5, just because I am going to want to be able to have kind of like that cleanness as far as like the frames per second and everything like that. But yeah, I'm getting excited for this game. I wasn't too hyped up or anything at first, I was just like, oh, it's pretty cool. It's a Sonic racing game. But now that there's more information coming out, and like I stated, the fact that it is going to have some connection to Sonic Riders, that is something that definitely has me hyped and has me excited to see what's going to be coming from this. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is there any Sonic fans out there that are going to be picking this up? Is there any people that aren't that big of Sonic fans but do see this and kind of decide that, you know what, this is something I at least want to check out, see how it plays? So if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this song, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.